loves, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katya. For those of you who do, welcome back. I hope that you are having the most magical holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Hanukkah, all of that amazing stuff. So for today's video, I told you that I was redoing a little bit of the guest powder room downstairs on the main floor, and it was time to do a little makeover. It's not this big grandiose makeover, but I still wanted to do a little bit of a change since it is the bathroom that when my guests come over, that's the bathroom that they use the most. So I thought I would do tweaks here and there, change it up, and I love how it turned out. Obviously, keeping in mind that I am more of a neutral, beige kind of girl. I love my earthy pieces. I love my ethnic pieces. That is what I love for my home. If you love color, then go all out with the colors. That is not a preference of what I love. And I know some of you actually write comments saying that, do I use other colors aside beige and browns? And honestly, when it comes to my clothing, I do. But when it comes to my home, I love neutral colors. That is what I prefer. I'm giving you inspiration that you can do whatever it is that you want. I prefer neutral colors. I wanted something a little bit simple. It is a very small powder room, so I didn't want to overwhelm it with too much. But that being said, I wanted to say a big thank you to Inutes for sponsoring this video. They came at the perfect time. Now, if you don't know Inutes, they have all kinds of LED mirrors, over 300 combinations of sizes and 11 features. They have rectangles, they have round mirrors, they have rounded mirrors, they have even arched mirrors, oval, irregular. They have so many different type of mirrors and sizes to choose from. The mirror that I got was the Narvi Irregular Custom LED mirror, and it's backlit. I went with a cool white temperature, and so it has about 6000 K. That's the color I wanted. I didn't want a yellow undertone to it. That's my preference. I went with a 32 by 30 inch mirror. Since my powder room is very small, I didn't want a huge mirror in there, but I still wanted a mirror that was making a statement. I also went with the illuminating switch, which you have to touch to open the backlight of the mirror. But they have so many different features to choose from. They have Bluetooth speaker, they have Wi-Fi weather station, they have a clock, they have a sensor switch. So either you can touch it or swipe it, and I went with the more touch. I feel if someone wants to turn on the mirror, they can. If they don't, then it doesn't switch on. But there is the switch on as well. There's also some that have magnifiers, especially people like me. It is such a great feature because when you're doing your makeup or you're having trouble with your eyes, we're getting older, so the magnifying is definitely a plus when it comes to my mirrors. There's another feature where there's anti-fog, which ensures a clear reflection image even in the steam shower or water vapor. So like when you have you go in the shower and then there's steam all over your mirror and you're kind of like rubbing your hand, and then after that you got to clean your mirror. You don't need that with this mirror. So they have this amazing feature that heats the mirror, and it allows it that it doesn't create the vapor on the mirror, which is pretty genius. You can choose your color temperature. So like I said, you can choose blue or a yellow light. I went with a more blue tone because I really wanted to light up that bathroom. And if you want something a little bit more moody, then you can definitely go more in a yellow tone, which is a bit warmer. So I am so happy that they reached out. They came in the perfect time. I was going to revamp my bathroom, and I'm like, what? I need a new mirror. I was so over the last mirror that I had. So they came at perfect timing. I will leave all of their information down below. So if you're interested in getting a mirror, there's different mirrors, whether it's for bathrooms or hallways. They do really pretty big mirrors for your bedroom, over your dresser. I love a good mirror. It opens up a space, opens up a room, and I love that they have so many shapes to choose from. I decided to go with a little bit more of an odd shape, not something I would normally be drawn to, but I wanted something a little bit more zen and pebble-like, if that makes sense. It has this pebble feel, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to put wallpaper, but I decided not to. I actually had my family over, and I asked my mom. My mom is amazing at decorating too, so I wanted to ask her opinion, and she said no wallpaper. So I trust her opinion, and that's what I was going for, but I felt that maybe it needed a little bit more texture too, but for the time being, I'm going to leave it like that. But I am so happy. I love how it turned out. Very simple, but made a huge difference, and I love it. And the mirror definitely makes a statement when you come in. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So enjoy. Okay, so it is time. We are going to be redoing this little powder room here. It's as soon as you come in, you saw the entryway. It's the first little door to your right as soon as you come in, and it's the guest powder room. So it's not a bathroom that I use very often unless, you know, guests come over. And so I have not done anything really in there. I sort of put a mirror up and that was pretty much it, and then put a little bit of towels, and then there's little frames here, and it's not what I'm going for. So it's time to change it up. I'm not going to do this big huge makeover, but I still think that little things here and there are going to make a world of a difference in here. And you know, it's the bathroom that the guests come in, so it's got to kind of be cute, you know? One thing that I don't like about this is the mirror here. That mirror, I mean, I did like it. I thought it was, you know, different. However, I don't think it's practical because of all the lines in it. So when you're looking at yourself, it's sort of cut. I don't know if you're seeing it. It's awkward. It's an odd mirror. That definitely needs to be replaced. I end up finding this really cool shaped mirror. I got it from a company called In Utes LED mirrors, and I'm obsessed with it. I think the shape is going to be super cool. It's going to give this whole bathroom a vibe, a sort of zen vibe. And I love that it also has LED lights that you can open on the mirror. So if someone wants to touch up their makeup, or you want a little bit more light in this bathroom, it just elevates the mirror. I think it's going to look amazing. Little towel holder. When we moved in here, I always found it in such an awkward location. It's so weird to have hand towels there right next to the toilet. And then there's this wall here that has absolutely nothing on it. And here I decided to put these to add a little something where the toilet roll is. So this is the bathroom now. Little tweaks here and there I think will make the difference. And what I was thinking of doing is probably adding some sort of shelf underneath so that I can have a little decorative moment there. And then you saw my DIY wall art. And so I had done it for this wall right here. I'm gonna take those out, and I want something very flat, long, give it a little bit of height in that corner. And so anyway, we're gonna start taking out everything that's going on. Start off with a blank canvas. I'm going to show you the mirror next. Here's the mirror. We're going to have to unpack it. It comes in this big, huge box, protecting it so it doesn't break, which is really good. So I think you have to open it here, and that's pretty much it. So I'm excited to see what's in there. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't want a huge mirror, but I wanted a mirror that was perfect for that space there. But I mean, the packaging so far, when you get it, it's pretty good. They really want to make sure that it's not going to break. So here is a picture of the mirror. It has this odd looking shape that I was going for, like sort of like a pebble. So anyway, we're going to open it up and see what is inside. Comes in another box. The other box was so heavy and so big, but at least it was protected. So now we're gonna go ahead and start opening this box here. We put these brackets up. This is what the mirror is going to hang on. So it sort of has a little slit right here that you can slide it in. So we put that up, and now it's mirror time. I'm not sure you remember, I got this vase from Winners and I wasn't sure about the color, so I'm going to actually stain it. I'm not keeping it white. That's a trick that I've done. Instead of using acrylic paint, I feel that a good water-based stain looks more natural and looks pretty. It looks less like an acrylic paint thick. It sort of has a more see-through finish to it and it makes everything stand out. So I'll show you once it's done. And then I got this little garbage bin at the dollar store and I thought it was going to fit perfectly in the guest powder room. However, I was not crazy about, I don't know if you're seeing it, it has this sort of orangey undertone on it and it's not my vibe. You know, if you look at the parchment paper, it's sort of orangey, it's the same color. And so what I'm gonna do again is use my trusty stain and I'm gonna stain both of them. And then once that is stained, then I'm gonna go ahead and start staining the shelf that I'm going to put against the wall in the powder room as well. So let's get started with this first and then move our way to the shelf. This is pretty much dry. I wanted it to have like an old looking worn wood, like sort of barn wood, and I think I accomplished that. Now we're gonna move on to the brackets. I got these on Amazon. I wanted to look like a floating shelf, so you won't be seeing the brackets. Hold on, let me try to show you guys. So you put this into the wall and you won't be seeing much of anything. It's gonna look more like a floating shelf. So that was my goal. And so I got these brackets. I think that they're gonna be perfect. So let's go ahead and start putting these in the wall. Mirror is up, now it's the shelf, and then the final stages is the decoration part. We took out the towel hanger and already I feel it looks much better. And I took out the wall art here. Now we're going to put the shelf, and I think it's going to make the mirror stand out even more because right now it's looking like really high, but obviously I had to do it a little higher so that the shelf can be higher. So I can put some little soaps here and then put some little accent pieces on the shelf. I think it's going to be the finishing touch to the powder room. I think it's just going to add a little warmth to it. At first I was going to maybe put some wallpaper in the back there. Since I put wallpaper in the hallway, I thought it would be too much like wallpaper everywhere. I decided to leave it white and I think I'm gonna like it. I'm not sure. Maybe once I put the shelf and everything, I might want to put some wallpaper, but as of right now, I think it looks cleaner. It's a very small room, so you don't want to put too much in there, but I'll see. I'll see if I decide to put some wallpaper. Put the shelf brackets all good, sturdy. Now we're gonna screw on the shelf and there it is, all done. Let's go ahead and start putting the wood shelf. One thing that is driving me nuts from the mirror is the plug here. You had the option of either having it plug in or that you can put the light in the back of it so you don't have the plug. But since the plug is right here and I knew it was right on top, I need to hide this wire. This wire is such an eyesore that I cannot. So we're gonna try to do our best and try to cover it with some sort of, I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. The problem here is that it's a 3 plug and it has to be turned this way. So I'm gonna try to camouflage this here, but maybe putting something in front of it will help. But yeah, so that's the dilemma right now. It's an easy fix. The shelf is straight, the wall art is straight, the mirror is straight, and we're good. So those are minor little details, but how I am. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so things gotta look pretty. I end up finding this towel ring that I thought would be perfect since I do have black accent pieces throughout the house, and so I want to bring in a little bit of black to the bathroom. So I thought that the ring towel was the perfect way to bring in a little pop of black in there. And then I found these towels. So I bought these ones and then I bought another towel. Let me show you the other ones that I got. So I'm sort of debating between which one I'm going to put in this ring towel. So let me go get the other one. Okay, so here are the other ones. So these ones have a little bit more of a darker tone to them. These are a little bit more ivory, and these have more of a warm color to them. So I'm debating, do I want these ones that are a little bit more towel-y versus these ones are more waffle material? I'm going to try both of them, but first we are going to put up this ring towel and see if it's even going to work. Because there was 3 options. There was silver, gold, and black, and I went with the black. I think it's going to tie in everything. So anyway, let's go ahead and start putting this up.